Hello and welcome. Well, here we are again, returned after what I hope was a wonderful Christmas for you all, and to the splendiferous scene before you. Today on the Toy Shop, we have a blast from the past as we rediscover toys from our younger days. Our guests get quizzical, and we take a look at some of the weirdest toys in history. They do get pretty strange. Today I find myself joined by a fabulous pair of people, Sam Burton and Emily Lawson. Welcome to you both. Welcome to the Toy Shop. Well, I don't know about you two, but for me the best thing about Christmas isn't just the food and the drink, it's also the waking up on Christmas morning to the surprise of seeing a wonderful toy, or if you're lucky, lots of toys. But the surprise isn't always joy, it can be of fear. Awful, not awesome. And to prove that point, here are some of the most shocking Christmas gifts to disgrace the bottom of a Christmas tree.
Who day? Kids can now use
mould corn pieces to give it that extra realistic look. That is
incredible.
disgusting.
Why?
Why would you want that?
And why would you
It's
give
got a mould and everything.
Yeah.
No.
That looks like a dog poo. That one's more human because of the corn.
What if they saw poop like on the floor and then they were just like, well, it's Play-Doh.
Yeah, Play-Doh. I love Play-Doh. Oh, I'll give that.
I thought you can say I love playing with poop.
Yeah. Is it? Oh, it's been run over. There's a Bruno the cat toy.
Horrible.
Cat
So
toy
they
where-
play with a dead cat
Yeah, that's
with its insides out.
it's got tyre marks all through it.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah. Oh no.
It's so bad that I find that really funny.
Yeah, it's awful. Dora in the phallic shape. What is it? It's an aquapot.
What is an aquapet?
Well,
Is it just like it's just floating Dora in water?
because
Because that's quite weird as well. If you just have an imprisoned Dora in a
Yeah.
dildo, it's just quite strange.
Yeah, so there's no functionality to that. It's literally
No.
Dora in a penis.
In a water dildo.
In a water dildo.
Yeah. Moving on.
Yeah, that's not good. I don't think. Go on.
Why?
Go for it.
No, but why? Okay, why? Why is it like from such a young age they're just making kids, like young girls, being groomed into being mothers? Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
Like,
It's like you'll be a mother, you want to be a mother.
Yeah.
That's what you should want.
Why isn't there like father baby? That doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Like for little boys, maybe they want to be dads.
Tanner. Don't make... what?
Oh, right. So they make the Barbies play with dog poop.
So the dog...
That's the purpose. The
dog
dog
has
poops.
a poo, and
I
then
remember
she's
seeing
got-
adverts for this. You push down its tail and then it poops. Yeah. I never got one.
No.
For obvious reasons.
Because why?
Why?
Well, those were unique, but you'll see a lot worse later in the show, so they don't get much better. Now, you join me surrounded by toys and childhood paraphernalia. And so my guests, Sam and Emily, does anything around you spring up an emotional attachment? Anything that reminds you of being a young kid?
The Scalextrics.
The Scalextrics, yes,
obviously.
certainly.
Who didn't have Scalextrics?
You did. Why didn't you
Your
have
brother.
Scalextrics, Emily?
Because I'm a girl.
So you had one of these,
Yeah.
did you?
Unfortunately so.
I
I received many a creepy
Terrifying.
doll
Okay.
I did not want.
That was clearly a happy time for you.
I had a horrible childhood.
Feed the baby.
But we never mind. You can make up for lost time now as we play a little.
Yes.
We reenact a famous maybe the scene through Paris and the Bourne Ultimatum, something like that.
Okay.
So let's see how it goes. Are they both connected?
Oh.
Oh,
Is that mine?
the red
Mine
one's
is
not on the
not
silver
connected.
Ah,
Still not connected.
one. No,
Failing.
this is.
I
There,
win.
go. Whoa.
Go backwards.
I did that earlier.
Hardcore. What is your problem, Red? What is your problem, Red? What is your problem?
We'll try one more,
Just
and
get
whoever
technical.
whoever stays on or goes fastest or whatever will be the winner of this race. Whoever can drive their car will win this one. Is that? This is.
Hey, I moved.
I move further.
Yeah.
I win.
Okay,
that.
Silver wins that. Silver wins the quite shameful
Oh,
cup.
my ones were better when I was younger.
Well, let's go to something which can't break down. The Slinky. The Slinky walks upstairs, a loner repairs. Everyone loves a Slinky.
Slinky. Oh.
Did you have one of these?
Yes.
Okay.
I had many of these.
Did you have them?
Tackling them.
Did you have the rainbow, the metal?
Rainbow.
I had
know
a
that was
mixture of
the
both because you know when I used to like pretend I was shuffling cards.
Okay.
I was like pretending I was the dealer. I was like, let's play a game.
How young were you when you were pretending to deal?
I mean, this was Christmas. This is over Christmas. I got 10 of these for Christmas.
10.
Oh, it was a good. It was
Why
a good,
10?
I need 10.
Okay.
Very nice.
I won't. Slinkies are a lot of fun. But what about teddy bears? Teddy bears, you can't do too wrong with a teddy bear.
You can't do too much with a teddy bear.
You can do exactly the right amount with a teddy bear. Sam, did you have, what was the name of your beloved teddy bear?
When I was younger, I have one now called Bonnie, me and my friend from abroad, we exchanged bears once, and it was just quite sweet. But when I was younger, I had one that my nan sort of gave the family, this tiny little bunny, and we still have it. And it means a lot to me, so I don't bring it to uni. I keep it at home.
What's its name?
I don't know. It had a name, but I forgot it. But I felt like it was wrong to rename it.
I see what you mean, yes.
So I was just like, no, you
It'd
know
be
what? You're
rude.
just gonna be.
It's like if we started calling you Derek. That would be...
I love the name Derek.
It does actually suit you
For the
quite
rest
well.
of the show.
Okay.
Shit.
Sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt. That noise there means that it's now time to move on to the quiz round. So don thy thinking caps, and let's begin with a toy-themed quiz. The first person to thrust their toy into the air, like the start of a Lion King, is the person who shall answer. Okay, so, true or false? Due to a production error made years ago, all 12-inch G.I. Joe action figures have since been made with the same defects, including a scar on the right cheek and inverted thumbnail. Emily?
True.
That is true, well done. Which is the oldest toy? The teddy bear, the rocking horse, or the yo-yo? Yes? Sam?
The yo-yo, right?
Is the correct
Yeah.
answer. Named, of course, after the famed fiddlist Yo-Yo Ma. The yo-yo was used as a weapon in the 16th century in which country? Yes?
Yugoslavia. The yo-yo
No.
at the beginning.
Emily?
Philippines.
The Philippines is the correct answer. How many, not looking at this thing here, how many coloured squares on a standard Rubik's Cube? Is it 45, 54 or 64? 45, 54 or 64?
64.
54.
I'm not seeing any teddy bears.
54.
Okay, I think we've got time for a few more quick ones. What toys are robots in disguise?
Transformers.
Is the correct
Yes.
answer. Which manufacturer produces Sonic the Hedgehog computer games?
Sega.
Is the correct
Yes.
answer. How many quintillion, that's over a billion and a trillion, how many quintillion possible configurations of a Rubik's Cube? 82, 94 or 43? Yes.
43.
Is the correct answer.
Oh, I thought it was 82.
Boot, battleship, dog, racing car and Flatiron. Which Monopoly token is missing?
I mean,
Wait, say it again, say it
You
again.
said again.
Boot, battleship, dog, racing car, Flatiron.
Hat.
Is the correct answer.
I know it.
And Barbie is named after who? Yes.
Barbara Windsor.
I wish
It's
that
not
was true.
Barbara.
It's not. It's Barbara Millicent Roberts, the creator's daughter. Of course. Of course
yeah,
it
I
is.
did.
Which was the first toy advertised on the television? Yes?
Rocking horse?
No, it wasn't a rocking horse.
I can't follow up with an answer.
Yo-yo.
No, it was Mr. Potato Head. Also the first potato to feature on television in an advertising capacity. The teddy bear is named after Theodore Roosevelt, President of the United States. True or false? Yes.
False.
No, it's true. Teddy Roosevelt was his also name. And what kid's toy used to be a wallpaper cleaner? The answer, of course, Play-Doh. Okay, now we're going to reveal the winner of the quiz, and the winner of the quiz, I can say, no doubt about it, was Emily, with a phenomenal knowledge of toys. That Scalextric's lacking obviously didn't lack your knowledge at all. Okay, well now we're going to show you some more shocking toys, and whilst you're at home watching that, we're going to get designing in the studio because we've got some materials ready to design our own toys, and I'll decide which toy is best. Is it going to be Sam's? Is it going to be Emily's? You're going to find out in just a few moments.
As you can see from the packaging, the toy pedo is a projectile launching hand meant to be inserted into a young boy's mouth. Something called... Wow!
Wait, what?
Look at the colour of that.
I don't understand. If the boy puts it in his mouth, and then what happens after?
He throws it. Even the name.
Toilet. Oh, because it's meant to be like torpedo.
Yeah.
Oh, but it doesn't.
But it doesn't look a lot like that.
Wait, what? So the dolls would eat children's fingers? That is look at its face, right? That is terrifying without the whole,
So what?
eating children.
The kids would put their fingers in it and it would chew on the finger.
Yeah, I think so. Because I think it's meant to be fed other things. So plastic food you could feed into the... Yeah, so like there's a carrot there.
Oh.
It says, my mouth really moves. A pregnant baby.
Hang on. Oh.
Doll has stretch marks. The water
The water actually breaks, and for the same price, you can get double the fun with the pregnancy twins.
No.
Toys for badly behaved kids.
Which is a straitjacket and a cage. That's a toy. Is to be in a straitjacket and in a cage.
There are different ways to discipline your child. Just watch Super Nanny.
Why? I've seen a lot of episodes of Super Nanny,
Me
and
too.
I can't say that there's been one episode
No.
where she puts a child in a straitjacket in a cage.
You can shave the baby.
What?
What better way of spending quality time with your children than
This
having
can't
a
be
fake
real.
baby
This
you can
can't
shave?
be a real thing that you can buy. It's not. Oh, come on. Why? But once you shave the pubic hair, oh my god, this is getting worse. But once you shave it, does it grow back?
I was wondering that. Do you stick it back on? Because I presume you're not getting a real razor.
Yeah.
I assume you stick it back on. I'm going to stick to my Spud as my childhood toy.
I told you they got stranger. Okay, now we have some finished is a debatable term, toys designed by our guests Sam and Emily. Sam, I'm going to start with you. Your creation, menagerie in a sense, what is that?
It is called Blanablabob.
Could you say that again?
Blanablabob.
Blanablabob.
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
Blanablabob.
It's 16 silent G's in a row.
Yeah. It's basically an alien, as you can tell from the many eyes.
Okay.
And the stick.
Okay. All aliens need a
It's
good
an alien,
stuff.
but it's an alien of love. This is
Okay.
how it flies around.
Oh, there's wings?
These are wings.
Oh, okay.
It's not just... these are wings.
Yeah.
So it can fly. It can also hover. I mean, it has to because it has no legs.
So it can move
So,
quick. Your
objects.
your toy?
So mine's also got wings, arguably better.
All right. Well, let's stay out of this.
But
shall we?
also mine can actually fly. So if you do this,
Again.
it
That's
flies in circles.
okay. It can't travel
Mine
very
Yeah, it
far,
can't travel. Yeah,
but
does
it
yours
can
actually-
it can rotate.
If you put it in my fling
Yeah, it can rotate, and it's just like a
Same.
fun, like therapeutic game.
What's the name of it? Sorry, what's the name of your toy?
The Stressler
The Stressler Bob.
Can
So
I-
Blubler Bob
Do you wanna play
and
mine?
Stressler
One
Bob.
I've made another toy as well.
No doubt these are going to be appearing on a lot of people's Christmas lists.
I made another
They
toy.
shouldn't be, but regardless. Oh, you made another one.
you
Quickly,
actually
what's that?
made
Yeah, I made another one. This is a
Come on.
rolling bunny.
A rolling bunny.
Yeah.
Rolling bunny, and it does what it says on the tin. Clearly,
it
that's
rolls
very
and it's a
nice.
bunny.
That's very good. I think just for like sheer clarity, I think the best toy here is the rolling bunny, because
And this is quite fun,
It's
I
very
must say.
easy to spell as opposed to blub. But I think Sam's going to be okay. He seems quite happy with that. Well, it's been a wonderful. So, are you going to leave here with happy memories of your childhood rekindled?
I feel quite
Yeah.
nostalgic.
I haven't actually played with these toys in years.
Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for joining me. For all things, all good things come to an end, but as your host today, I do confirm and declare it's been a pleasure, and I extend my thanks to my wonderful guests, Sam and Emily. Join us next time. Goodbye.